You ready? Go.
Scotch, bourbon, and rye, yeah, we on that whiskey. Wanna discuss an array of topics, conversation simply. Gonna drop your whiskey bars with the sip hitting fold. Could you pass it? You want more? Another glass, let it flow. Steady pour. Steady pour. Yeah, a steady pour. A steady pour of growing, a steady pour of sharing, a steady pour of knowing. Now pass that Glen Carry. So pull up a chair, grab a glass, and enjoy a melanin-infused perspective with a whiskey twist. Yeah, yeah, a steady pour.
Let's get it! You're listening to another episode of a Steady Pour podcast. I'm your poor coach, Drew.
Calvin.
Tony.
Darius.
And we are your co-hosts.
We are your host, co-host, main host.
We here.
We're never going to get that right.
We here.
It doesn't matter. All that matters that we're here.
I'm officially saying it from here on out, and I hope this is going to be an episode before any other episode.
Oh, God.
So I can say, I'm officially pointing out, I'm going to say Infinite Hobbyist from now on instead of Calvin.
Okay,
Wow.
nice.
Putting your
Got
socials on
it.
there?
You got to.
Infinite Hobbyist. Did you like to
Exposure.
share what it, I mean, it's kind of implied in the name, but Infinite Hobbyist?
Right. So, I mean, one, I wanted to shift all the whiskey stuff to a pseudonym as opposed to my regular everyday joint.
Not like this guy right here. He's just
Yeah.
like, I'm Tony.
too late.
My
It's
family.
too late.
Here's my kids. Here's my whiskey.
You're getting it all.
But the name in itself implies how many hobbies I have. And
Yeah.
Would you like to give
there's
some,
a lot.
some examples of some hobbies?
Chicken wrangling.
Chickens, archery.
What's
What-
this?
didn't
What do
you
we
have
call
a-
this right here? This is all.
Oh yeah, woodworking.
Woodworking. Here we go.
Did you have a honey company at some point?
Not
Your
yet.
beekeeper?
Not yet.
Oh,
One of
oh.
my boys does bees. I haven't gotten into bees yet.
Okay.
I have
It's
actually
on the way.
He has
Yeah, oh,
books.
it's coming.
He has
It's coming.
books.
It's coming.
So you got to get some barrels
but
so
yeah.
that we can, play around some honey casks. Come on,
All of that.
let's go.
Okay, so that's what's
We
up.
love it. We love it.
That's what's up.
We love it.
So, Infinite Hobbyist, that's what's up. Darius, you
Yeah, I'm not really.
No.
I mean, you know the moniker.
AI.
Slender
He's
Ninja.
AI. He's AI.
Just download
I was gonna say
ChatGPT.
Slender Ninja, but AI, if you want to go by, I'm not really here. I'm really not. What you're seeing is artificial. So just in case, I'm just really that
Telling you,
good.
right?
It's a part of the algorithm.
This is 2024 technology right here.
This
You
is-
know, like I can touch this guy. You feel that touch, right? Yeah, so it's real.
Nah, but no, Darius is totally real. So,
It's real.
So that sounded very convincing.
I cannot put my hand through.
That sounded very convincing.
nah, I saw you a couple weeks back, and you did something that encouraged me. It encouraged me a lot. I was actually, I was driving my family to church. You know, we was running late. I was telling them, like, you know what? I got pulled up, and I told them, get out the car so you can go to church. And then I was trying to find a parking spot. And there was cars in front of me not moving. And I was getting ready to honk. I was like, oh, I forgot I'm at church. I can't be honking it.
I know.
And it's because they were waiting for someone crossing the street. And who was crossing the street?
Slender.
It was Darius holding his son with an umbrella, getting his son to church. And I was like, man, look at him out here. All right, Darius.
Parked like 2 blocks from the church.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, that certainly
And you
that
was about
encouraged
to
me.
honk at this dude. Damn. He's trying to get him
That's
this
what
boy to church.
Cold
patience,
world, man.
patience. But I appreciate that.
That was dope. It was good
Moral
to see
of
you,
the
man.
story,
What's up?
both y'all niggas was late.
Hey. I mean, yeah, I was late. I mean, with praise and worship, you know. I mean, the sermon didn't start yet.
But yeah, so that was dope. And, of course, Tone, as usual, out here in these streets. And
A little bit. Not as much as last year, but
It's not even deep in the third
not as much as
month. What are you talking about?
As we stand here in March.
if there's events and I find out about them and I can make it, I try and make it out.
Right.
So.
And well, an event that you went to led us to the whiskey that we're actually going to be reviewing.
That's right.
Which is Great Jones.
Great Jones Distilling.
So what brought you out to Great Jones in the first place?
Well, shout out to the homie, OJ. Taste, select, repeat.
Yeah.
Juice is
friend of the
loose.
program. The juice is loose. Out here in these streets, driving the Bronco. He basically just put a post out and said, hey, there's a VIP tasting event at a distillery. I didn't know. I'd never heard of the distillery or anything like that. And he said, is anybody interested? And, I reached back to him, but it seemed like it was a super limited thing, so I didn't even know if I was going to be able to go. But then he said, do you want to go? And I said, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you're Tony.
Right.
So, but it was cool, man. It was a very lush atmosphere, man. Like you walk into this NoHo building,
Okay.
and it's basically like this round staircase that you walk up with a bar set up.
Nice.
And then you walk through these like double doors and it leads you into the distillery, which is like a super like I don't know, it seemed like a high tech almost. Like this distillery, man. They had a lot going on. It wasn't a huge footprint on the distillery, but it was like a lot going on and like all the square footage around it. So
Yeah.
it was super dope, man. I had a great time. They gave us a tour. We had a few drinks.
Where was it at?
In Manhattan.
Manhattan. Okay,
Yeah,
not in New York. Okay, nice.
So it's actually Manhattan's first whiskey distillery since Prohibition, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
Because you think New York has a lot of distilleries, and
Yeah.
but Manhattan itself, not so
That's
much.
true, because most of the ones, Widow Jane's in Brooklyn.
right?
Yeah.
And then where's Kings County? Brooklyn.
A lot of them upstate,
Right.
That is
Right.
true. So this is actually in the heart of Manhattan, what you're
Yeah,
saying.
NoHo, yep.
Oh, wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so it was cool, man. We got to walk through, and our tour guide, forgive me, I don't remember his name, younger guy, but he knew a lot.
Wow.
He knew a lot about the history of.
He's going to watch this podcast right now. Like, how
I'm
do you
sure he
forget, how
will.
do you
Right.
forget me?
He's immediately.
I tried to
not
look.
a fan.
No, hold on. I tried to look him up
It's gonna be
actually,
like unsubscribe.
and I was like, I couldn't find any information. On
I
him.
thought I
I'm
made
like,
an
all right.
impression on that guy, but apparently I did not.
Right.
But anyways, you guys
that's
are
the-
harassing me already, man.
No, it's all love, bro.
This unmemorable man.
This forgettable face.
He was super, he was super memorable because he was like light.
Was he?
He was light skinned like me.
He
so I
was
like,
super
all right, you know
memorable.
what I mean?
But I don't remember him.
He was light skinned like me. I was like,
So
let's go. Make me
he
proud.
was
I even told
light-skinned.
So he
OJ, I was
seemed
like,
real
man, look.
easy to
I
draw.
was like, we out here.
He was light skinned like you. That's
No real distinguishing characteristics. This is what you're saying.
Anyways,
So he's soft. This is what you mean.
wow.
soft like Charmin.
Anyway, so he was explaining to us the history of like the building and basically like there was like connections to like the mob in New York.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay.
when they were like running
On the come up.
right before Prohibition ended and stuff. So like
Okay.
this is like involved with the space that they're still in, and there was like a connection with the Basquiat estate. Which I was talking to Justin and Tony Bourbon because he's a Basquiat guy. I was like, yo, look at this, man. So
But how is it connected? That like these are real loose
Loose time.
I mean,
loose terms.
they had like Basquiat bottles basically that were like I don't know if it's his estate
Okay.
was connected to it or
All right.
yeah, I don't know. There's
We're
a
gonna
connection.
have to do a little digging.
You do a little digging, yeah, that's fine.
Gotta spice
Yeah,
the
it was
story
cool.
up a little bit.
So, anyways, we walked through there, did the tour, and then we walked downstairs. We took an elevator actually downstairs, which was kind of crazy. It was like this huge freight elevator downstairs into the tasting room, and that's where we got to do the bourbon experience, which was a straight bourbon, a 4-grain, the rye, which we have here,
Okay.
and a peated bourbon. Interesting.
How was the peated? You don't like it, did you?
It wasn't bad. I'm not a peat guy.
I know.
I mean, I think
I don't
all
think
of us in
any of us
general.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But peated bourbon, I was like, okay, and it wasn't an overwhelming,
That's more than like
Was
the
the
Scotch.
super
that
peated?
Scotch
Yeah, that's
peach.
that Scotch.
Yeah. Ah.
Nah.
I mean,
Like I want to like it. I want to get into it. But
Apologies to the Scots.
Well, we've
out
had
there.
some scotches that are, you know, peated or you know, like an 18-year
We've had
scotch.
unpeated scotches.
That was an unpeated scotch.
You're talking about the Islay? It was the unpeated Islay. That we had up at Hershey's? Yes, that was an unpeated
Okay. So that explains
Islay.
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Because that was delicious.
Because that was specifically what he said.
really
He was
delicious.
like, "Have you ever had an unpeated version?" And he gave it to us, and we were like,
gotcha.
"Oh,
we like this.
that's kind of not not bad."
Remove the peat from it. Thank you.
Yeah, so,
Anti-Pete.
so it was cool. But like, you know, when I was tasting through, I think the rye was the one that we preferred.
Yeah.
You know, our group, OJ had a couple friends there, and then I tasted it as well, and we were all, you know, we liked the lineup, but we were like, that rye was really good. So
And this is that rye.
picked
That's
up a
what we're
bottle.
about to take.
Yeah, picked up a bottle, and
Say less.
thought we'd give it a pour.
Yeah. So this is Great Jones straight rye whiskey.
Yep.
It's 90 proof.
It's a little light.
It is 100% rye grain.
And it's all New York grown. That was like one of their big, you know, claims to fame is that like all the grains that they get are all from within New York State. So
That's what's up.
it's pretty dope. Yeah.
Nice.
The bottle looks very Prohibition.
On the website, it says a spicy love letter to our state's hardiest grain. So
Spicy love letter to New
Right.
York.
Very extra.
Alicia
but
Keys on the background.
all right,
So we should just jump right into it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting more sweet and molasses than
Yeah.
I am spice.
I don't
Very molasses.
It's not really spicy at all.
There's a little spice, but it's on the back end. It's very
Yeah.
sweet.
On the
forward.
nose? Yeah, I don't get any spice at
Right.
all.
I'm getting like a grain, like a cream of, I was going to say wheat, but cream of rye.
It's a
Right.
100% rye, right? You said? Mm-hmm. So there's no wheat in here.
Yeah, I got like a grassy note.
Yeah, I don't get any
Yeah.
spice. I get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of wheat.
I mean, it's not heavy. It's not like some of the other ones we've had where it's like that's a predominant note, but
Yeah, I could see the grass note.
yeah, a lot of sweetness. It's good. Anybody ready to dive in?
There's a fruit note that I'm trying to get.
On the nose, you're talking about the fruit note?
On the nose. I just tasted it. There's a fruit note that I'm trying to get on the palate too.
It's like like an apple, apricot, or something like that.
I can see
Maybe
that.
apricot.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think-
apricot.
I think I'm getting I'm not a fan of apricots, but I remember distinctly how they smell, and I think I'm getting it on here. Taste wise, let's dive back into this real quick.
As you molest your glass. Per usual.
The only way to do it, bro. That's the only way I know how to drink.
It's gotta whisper softly
You
into
gotta
its
talk
ear.
to it, you know.
So it's 4 years age. You said that right? 4 years.
Okay.
It's got some legs on it for that.
Got some legs on it.
Oily. I think it's a solid rye to me. I mean,
It is a solid
in
rye.
and drop your
Yeah.
bars.
Off the nose, I wouldn't even have said it was a rye necessarily.
right. Maybe that's why I like it.
Maybe.
It has like a fruit. I tend to like the ryes that
God.
have the spiciness, but also have a lot of the fruity kind of.
It's very
Yeah.
it's a fruity rye.
It's a fruity rye.
It is.
Yeah, it's not really much spice there. It's
Yeah, I'm not getting as much spice as I thought I'd get on the palate.
it's not bad.
I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. I could see you being disappointed.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because the 100% rye.
You was expecting.
This is not what I was expecting. Not that I'm disappointed. I mean, I don't want to.
You
I
are
mean,
definitely
slightly.
you are noticeably disappointed, bro.
Slightly, but given removing that disappointment factor, like it's still not bad. You know?
Thanks for selling it.
I guess I had expectations going into it, and they were not fulfilled. So
Right.
Okay.
It's kind of messing with me a little bit.
I think you're truly disappointed, but I will say
I wish I would have blinded this not knowing it was a rye, maybe. Then I probably would have been like,
I think you really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're tasting it and you're like, I see why somebody would like this.
Yeah.
Like you want to like it, but it was not what you were expecting so much that it's like, it's kind of a turnoff.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's okay.
You want to give a rating?
Damn.
That's right.
What I'm gonna give this? One and done.
2.8.
1. Not mad at it. I'm a little mad.
He's so mad at it.
He's very upset. He's stewing over here.
I can't give it more than a 3. I can't give it a 3 at all. It's less than a 3.
But hold on. And I understand.
And that's
Because you're legitimately mad at it.
That's all initial taste. Because if I taste it again, knowing what it is, it may be different. But initially, I'm a little upset. So I don't want to like. It gets so kind of like.
I know. I
really
understand.
technical is like. Do I?
I feel like your emotions are driving this rating.
Yeah, it is. It's like, where's the rye in this? Please, somebody tell me where's the rye.
Does it have
So
Yeah,
if
sorry.
you could try to strip the expectation off of it for a second, take a sip,
taste it for what it
and
is.
just do you like it?
Then you're gonna have to come back to me then.
Okay, all right. I mean that's fair.
I'm just gonna be
because
real
I
with
feel
you.
like a lot of this is biased towards your initial feelings of it instead of actually going, okay, it's not what I expected, but do I like it?
Brain,
you know what I mean?
brain release. Let's retaste this now.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's your expectations on it.
No,
Think I just don't like it.
No,
You're not feeling it?
Yeah. So it's okay. I'm getting like a lot more grainy on the finish, or earthy, I should say, earthiness on the finish. The spice is not there. Definitely, there's very little complexity that I'm getting from it.
It's like so quick. It's just like
I don't want to give it the because it's low in proof thing, but I just somehow instantly.
It doesn't taste like a 90 proof to me though.
proof it, snob.
Do you think?
So in the same sense, I should have blinded it because of the rye. The proof could have altered his rating too because he knows it's a 90 proof. So he's already like, yo, this is low proof.
Proof's not.
I'm already upset.
100%. 100%.
I think it'll go very well with a cocktail.
Oh my god.
So he's already at 2. He said 2.
So-
We're in the same boat.
I think he's going 2.5.
And I am going 2.5. I'm going 2.5 ounce pour. Yeah.
These are some emotional ass niggas. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go right. Follow you. I'm just gonna go straight 2.
Wow.
Just 2.
Okay.
Like
Cocktail anyone?
You said you want some variance on the scores.
I'm just being.
It's
It's
divisive.
right.
This is
You're right.
divisive.
If I'm comparing it to what's on my shelf and things that I've had, it's not really up there at all. Like I don't think I'm ever going back to this to buy it, to try it again. No offense to what's his name, Great Jones.
What's his name?
Wow.
I mean, maybe revisiting it later on, it might change. But right now, just with a little bit of emotion in there, a little bit of emotion. But even removing the emotion just off
So
just
mad.
taste itself, I'm just like, yeah, maybe a 2.25 if I just right now.
Stick to your guns.
But
Right.
I'm just gonna stick to a 2 right now. Like I put in the cocktail and try that out, even though.
Cal, what
that's
about
fair.
you? What about you, Cal?
All right. So I will admit the nose is way better. I'm getting like raisins in there. Like it's
Yeah, it's a nice nose.
It's a
a nice nose.
Yeah.
and flavor wise, not super complex. Like it doesn't have these layers. It just kind of hits you with its flavor, and then it kind of like rides that flavor out, and
Yeah.
it just kind of falls off. It's an easy sipper. I mean, honestly, if we're sticking with how we named our different,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it at all. So I'm gonna go with a 3.
This is something you can introduce to somebody that doesn't drink
Right. Yes.
bourbon.
Yes.
Like
Right.
this is one we talked about it before. Like this is something you
Yes.
could have somebody taste and like that doesn't really know, that won't hurt them initially.
And I was thinking the same thing.
and
Yes.
that's a good entry level. So for that,
Especially because you don't have a lot of 100% rise, right?
Right. You use like 95.5,
Right.
something like that.
This is not 100%. This is 90 though.
No, it's 100, 90 proof.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, 100%
rye.
rye, but 90. I got you. My bad.
Let's get it together then.
Yeah, I'm just so upset about this. That's all. All right, Tom.
My rating. I think I'm going to go with Drew. 2.75. I do enjoy this. I think when he was talking a little bit about the earthiness, I'm getting that more and more on the palate. And I think some of the sweetness kind of balances that out, but not all the way. I think you still are kind of left with some of that earthiness and graininess. But it's not like I hate it. It's just a preference thing.
You don't hate it.
And I think it could also grow on me. Initially, I first sip of it was kind of like, do I like this? I kind of still feel like I'm in that,
This?
But out of the lineup, it was the one I kept thinking about. And like,
So out of
when
the
we
whole
talked about
lineup,
it,
this was your favorite.
Yeah, I think.
I
my opinion.
want to try their lineup now.
Yeah.
See what
So if out of your whole lineup, this was your favorite, it doesn't speak very highly of your lineup.
it does not.
I think they were all, like, I give them all similar ratings, like all within, 2.75.
Under, you're not mad at it.
So
So
these are all
of which
cocktail.
you're mad at.
All these are all cocktail.
I mean,
Well, it doesn't mean you're mad at
close
it.
to
It just
not mad at
means
it.
cocktail anyone. I think it'd be a good cocktail whiskey.
It would be an interesting cocktail.
And you could sip it by itself too, and not like,
if the next level up is I ain't mad at it, then every level before that is
I'm a little mad.
you are mad at it
No,
They
I
need-
just
to a varying degree.
no, it doesn't mean mad. There's other level of emotions that happen below that.
They should make a barrel proof version of this, and maybe see how
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Because I'm pretty sure it was proofed down to 90,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. So I'm curious to see what that barrel proof would be like, just out of the barrel without all that, that proofing down.
Maybe they'll do one.
I'm not that curious about barrel proof.
First of all, I'm curious about all barrel proof.
Yeah, I am now.
Second of all, this, like I said, I'm not mad at it. I would try this at barrel proof.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you get more of the journey. The thing you guys are saying, it's not super complex.
There
and
might
like all
be
that.
some of that complexity
Might add a
that
little
you're
bit in.
missing. There might be the layers that you're looking for.
There's absolutely
Although I
no-
don't think there's going to be in the spice that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's probably going to still be more of the same. But
Right.
I
think you could be less disappointed.
I'll still be like, yo, what is this? Because it's not right.
But you would go into it knowing what the non-barrel proof was, so you might be a little more.
Yeah. No.
Do you like this more or the Empire Rye from Kings County? I get a lot of similar notes.
That's not even debatable, bro.
Empire. For me.
You
'Cause
get, hold on, wait. You get similar notes from this to Empire, right?
I do.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Are you really serious?
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
I wasn't a crazy big fan. Like,
Nah, you wildin'.
Bro, that's a hot take. That's controversial right there. I apologize to King County on behalf of Tony for making that statement.
Yeah.
You think this is comparable to Empire?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't think
we
so,
should
bro.
blind it.
I think we should.
I think we should definitely buy it,
That's
especially
egregious.
as much shit as these two.
That's
Right?
egregious.
I would be very interested to see how
what
the
does
results
Stephen A say? That's blasphemous.
harmonious.
That is not. Oh my god, bro.
All right.
No way.
Interesting.
Does he have Empire right here?
We're setting that up. Just know that. We are setting that
do you
up.
agree that there's any kind of similarities with them? Because I know you're a big fan of
There
Empire.
are some similarities. I definitely like Empire's
Better.
like notably more.
Right.
And Yes.
There's some similar. I don't see
There are.
similarities to
There
this.
are.
Yeah. The graininess, the earthiness.
That right in that nose.
Okay, maybe
grassy nose.
Even in the little
Look,
the palate. Like
Okay, maybe the
It's
earthy.
very similar.
Not very, but maybe the earthy
There are
note. I
similarities.
would give you
to
that.
be fair, I can't say that I remember exactly.
I remember it.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I kind of
Well,
remember.
wait, well, yeah, I had to double check. Like the Empire Rye is barrel strength.
Yeah, it was like 100 and like what 14, 120.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's a whole nother league.
Which also means, first of all, you fucking you is such a snob. It's not even funny. Yeah, you fucking proof snob. And second of all, that's why we were saying we would like to
barrel-proof
taste
version
this
of
in a
that.
barrel.
Yeah.
That would be
I would say the earthiness tones. I can see that a little bit, but that's it. That outside of that, the flavor was much.
Yeah.
The
Great
nose.
Jones. Make a barrel proof version of that joint.
Right.
And we are gonna blind these two fools with some other shit.
Because I would be interested to see, man. I bet you that.
This man said, "I get some Empire Rye
I
vibes
do.
from this."
That's the first thing I thought of when I tried it, and I was like, okay.
That's the last thing I thought about when I tried
Well,
it.
what did he say in Taken? Good luck.
That was fun though. Glad you guys got to try it at least. So.
We tried it.
There,
Tried it. We did.
Well, that's the review for you for Great Jones. We appreciate y'all listening to us. Let us know if you guys like Great Jones Rye.
true.
Check it
And
out.
if it should be a barrel strength,
Yeah.
let us know. We could me and Darius could be way off the
Let us
mark
know
on this one.
if you had Empire
know.
Rye and it
We're
compares
not.
to this.
And we out.
Peace.
Peace. Much love to y'all.
Well, that concludes this episode of a Steady Pour podcast. Make sure you follow on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah.
Here's the other thing. How much is a car ride?
How much was this?
$40.